It's really cold again this morning. Oh, it's cold and the polar bear's dangly bits. Oh, is it freezing? Still, a bit foggy as well. But I'm hoping that once the fog gets burnt off this morning, it'll be nice and warm, it'll be nice and sunny. One of the locals have just set a fire around the back. I'm going around it to warm myself up. I'm telling you, this is how central heating this is. You've got to get what you can here. Oh dear. Hey, he's got a nice fire going there. That'll warm me up. Oh, that's lovely. Oh dear. Oh, it's what we call Changzhen central heating, this is. Oh, but that is nice. Oh, toasty. Oh, I'm warm again. Oh, it's just lovely. There's nothing like a bit of heat. But it should be a really nice day. Really nice day. It looks like the fog's beginning to lift at the back and the sun is just coming through across the cornfield in the mountains. This is a little soy down the side of where we live. There you go. Sun's just coming up through there. Oh yeah, it's going to be a glorious day. Oh, that's just beautiful. It's a pretty sight though. It really is a pretty sight, watching the sun come up over the mountains and across the cornfield. Yeah, there's not much like it in this life, that's a fact. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the scenery up here in areas is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It is a really nice place to live, that's a fact. It might be cold, but you know, it only lasts for about 4 months of the year, so come March it should be really hot again. It will be back into the dry season. I'm looking forward to that. I do like the heat. I'm one of these people where I feel the cold. I mean, I left the UK because it was so cold. I hated it there. The winters are so dreary. So yeah. Now today I'm going to have a go at fishing. Not with my little rod, but with a net. We're going to. I'm going to get taught how to use the fishing net. I'll explain more about that as soon as I hit the farm, and we'll be hitting the farm in the next half an hour. How do you fancy breakfast? An unusual breakfast. That there, guys, is pig intestine and stomach, and that's breakfast. And she just bought 2 kilos of it for 200 baht, so 100 baht a kilo, which is about £5, I guess. And it just gets washed and then cooked up and eaten with some sticky rice. I don't think so. No, not my. I've tried it. Not my cup of tea, I'm afraid to say. But nothing goes to waste here. Absolutely nothing. When they slaughter an animal, it all gets eaten, intestines and all. Still, I suppose it's what you're used to, isn't it? You know, no different from me eating, say, black pudding. I love a bit of black pudding. I haven't had black pudding in years. But and I know there's people that would sort of cringe at that. But yeah, it's all what you're used to, and it's all food at the end of the day. But there you go, that's breakfast. You want to come round? I'll whip you up some nice pig intestine with some sticky rice. Enjoy it. Well, today Pi's going to teach me how to fish with a net. This will be interesting because I've never done this before. But before we kick that off, obviously we have to get water out of here sometimes to water the plants, and we was basically throwing a bucket in with a bit of rope and hauling it in, but it's a bit heavy. So Pi come up with an idea. She basically got an old oil container, cut it into a shape and attached that to a bamboo pole, and now she's got a little water scooper. How good is that? So come on then, honey, show us how it's done. Yeah, that's, see? How about that for a nice little piece of ingenuity? Yeah? That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's one thing I like about Pi. She just comes up with all sorts of things just to make life just a little bit easier. Look at that now. Just water the plants as we go along. That's so cool, isn't it? It's certainly easier than the bucket and string, that's a fact. A lot quicker. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody who commented on our 100 subs. Thanks very much, guys. You guys are really terrific people. We really appreciate your support. Well, it's time to do some fishing. We've got a little bit of preparation to do first. And here's the nets. Now, the green one is the one I'm going to be using, and the bigger one is the one that Pi is going to be using. She said it'll be easier for me to start off with. Now, they're actually quite heavy because it's all chains at the bottom. So it takes quite a bit of strength to sort of throw them out to, and cast them out properly. Obviously, you need pretty good coverage. But the first thing we need to do is feed the fish, because we need to get them to come up and start eating. These are just the pellets that we buy to feed the fish. And that should be about enough, I think. This will be interesting. Well, if I don't catch one, there's no dinner, so I'll best get on with it. Pi's going to give us a demonstration first on how it's done, and then I'll give it a go. Yeah, we've got to catch fish for dinner. I'm starving.
This one,
Mm-hmm.
you hang in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right, okay.
This one.
Oh, that seems an awful lot of messing around, though.
This one you can hold in here,
Uh-huh.
and this one you have to put your hand. You have this one you put in here, like this.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Let's see.
You're going to show me how it's done now, are you?
Okay, have to do that like this.
Yep.
But you have to have make the power, more power. Put this one up,
Okay. Oh, yeah. No, that's a good cast. That's a really good cast. You can see she's got a huge amount of coverage there. And now it's just a case of letting it sink to the bottom. Obviously, the chains are going to hit the bottom real quick, but the actual netting itself is going to take a little bit of time just to settle. And that's it. We can start pulling it in now slowly. And hopefully, dinner will be in the net. There's some pretty big fish in here. So,
Yeah.
do you have?
I think so.
Oh, she thinks she has one. She can feel.
Not sure.
Not sure, not 100% sure,
Yeah.
but yeah, you have?
Yeah, I can feel, but maybe can out or not, I don't know.
Okay. Of course, they can escape from the bottom of the net. So again, it's you need to get the fish so they get entangled in the net. Oh yes, we've got one. Yeah.
Big enough or not?
I don't know how big it is. We generally won't touch it if it's less than a kilo. We got a really small one in there. Actually, a couple of really small ones in there. So no, they won't get eaten. And that's it. The net come out. We got two in there, but they're both very, very small. So these are just juveniles. So they will go back.
Yeah.
And we'll feed them up, and they'll get bigger. And away they go. Back into the pond. So that, guys, is how it's done. I'll best have a go and see how I get on. Right, let's see if I can actually put this net together. I'm so cack-handed when it comes to this type of thing, though. Just so loop it like this, yeah? And then what? Just loop, yeah?
Yeah.
Big or small?
Big, more.
Big and more, yeah? About that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. I'll tell you something, that weighs something, doesn't it? That's it, is it? And now you said I have to, yeah? Which way round it go? This way?
More. Make more.
About that? And it goes,
Make
it comes
around here.
around here,
Yeah.
over my shoulder like this. Not
really.
over, just on it, yeah? So,
Yeah.
yeah, like this, yeah? And then what? Just do it like this?
Just like this.
Like this?
This one, you make hand like this. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then cast
No. More in here. This one you.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Finally set up. I mean, it takes quite a bit of setting up. So, and it's heavy. I mean, my shoulders. Oh, right. So I just literally just throw it out there, do I?
Yeah.
Now it's obviously attached to my wrist. So, cool. This is a good bit of aerobics, this, isn't it? I mean, you could get fit real quick. You don't need a gym out here, do you?
No.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So just throw it straight out there, yeah? I hope I don't fall in.
You make sure you're not going in the pot.
No, I'm worried if I'm going to fall in. Anyway, ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad cast. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I didn't think that was too bad for my first attempt. It seemed to cover quite a bit of area. That's all right. But that big net, yeah, I don't think I could do it with that. That'd take a lot of practice. I'll have to practice this a lot more.
Okay. Let's see.
So now we're gonna bring it in. Well, I can't feel anything yet. No, I can't feel anything.
You can feel.
No, I can't feel anything.
Oh.
So I've got a funny feeling. I've got an empty net.
Have dinner today.
Oh no. Oh, I've got one. I think I might have two in there.
Sure.
I think so. Oh yeah, I've got one. I've got two. Oh, I think I had three in there, and one just got away. No, I've got three in there, but they're all small. They're all tiny. Look at this little tiny one. Look. Oh no. I mean, that's not even a sandwich. It's not even half a sandwich. Come to think of it, poor little thing. Throw him back. He'll get big though. Well, there you go, guys. Pi managed to get two. I got three, and none of them were big enough to eat. Looks like we might be going hungry. Oh, I just feel like a kid again. It's kind of funny. I used to love fishing when I was a kid, but I've never done anything like this. One of my favourite fishing techniques was fly fishing. And years and years ago, I used to live next door to a guy who owned a trout farm. And it was a huge lake. And he taught me how to fly fish. It is very, very difficult to do. It takes an awful lot of patience and it takes an awful lot of practice. But I used to love it. And I've been thinking about see if I could find a fly rod here. I've not seen anything like it. But if I could, I certainly wouldn't mind getting Dad's little boat, little flat bottom boat, putting out on the lake and then just doing some fly fishing. If you've never tried it, find somewhere where you can go trout fishing or salmon and give it a go, get some lessons. It's really, really good fun. Success! Pi has managed to catch two, and they're a reasonably good size, so we can eat these ones. They're not really big, but they're big enough to eat. Oh, this one's a squeaker. This one here is what we generally eat. This one I call a squeaker because it squeaks. And these fins here at the top are really, really sharp. So are these here. So you've got to be very, very careful when you handle them. Now this bad boy can grow up to about 10 kilos. So I think what we'll do, we'll put him back and let him grow. But you've got to handle him pretty carefully because these spines are really, really sharp. Here he goes. Well, I decided to carry on fishing. And It's paid dividends. We have a big one. Now that is a nice sized fish. Yeah, that's a good sized fish. Oh, that'll be really good eating. Well, there you have it, guys. That's our fishing trip, and we have dinner. Lovely. Pie's happy. And now what we'll do is just pack up all the nets, head home, and do some cooking. Try getting yourself some fish. Steam it with some spring onion and ginger. Just chop up the spring onion and ginger, spread it over the fish and steam it. Whilst that's cooking, just get a wok or a frying pan, put in some olive oil and soy sauce. Heat that up until it's almost on fire. You really need it very, very hot. Put your fish on a plate once it's cooked, and then just pour over the olive oil and soy sauce. Absolutely delicious. Eat it with some boiled rice. Very, very tasty. Well, that's it, guys. We've got dinner, and I'm starving, so we're gonna head off and go and cook. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please share, please like, and subscribe for our daily updates. We've got lots more to show you. Do take good care and stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.